When I asked Ellen to be the featured composer for the season, she asked, of course, if she could write something for me.
And I thought, well, you know, let me do something that's very bravura, very concerto-like, but at the same time dramatic. And as I mulled this stuff over in my mind, somehow or other I began to think of the Commedia dell'Arte.
The first movement is Arlechinno.
He's basically an acrobat, and he bounces all over the place, and he's funny.
He's a jokester.
You can't quite pin him down. You know, he's kind of all over the place and very active. And he has one gesture that is traditional that I did actually put into the score, and that's a kind of a squat and then jump up.
And musically, that is reflected by a very, very fast tempo, just never stopping with interesting. There's all kinds of stuff going on in this, no time for reflection at all. And he has the slapstick. So the slapstick exists in the first movement to represent him. The second movement is Colombina, and Arlecchino's in love with her. And she, in the second movement, you just mentioned the bird, so there's a section of the movement where I am to be a bird, hopefully sound like a bird, and of course Colombina always has the tambourine.
Yeah.
So that is represented in the second movement. The third movement is Capitano. So this is I think he's an hysterical character because he's very kind of boastful, but he's done nothing. He's a fake, and so he's represented, of course. Now, when in the third movement comes a lot of percussion instruments. But mostly that snare drum. That's very militaristic to represent him.
But doesn't sound like a
no, it's
real
right.
Heavy military drum. It's going to sound like a SpongeBob.
Yeah, because it's going to be a toy. Because he's not a real general, so we're not going to have a real snare drum.
In this fourth movement, which is called Cadenza and Finale, everybody is represented, and you can make up your mind how things end up with the characters, but music from the first three movements are incorporated into a very bravura cadenza.
I just loved it immediately, even on that horrible MIDI. You can just get such a sense of the character of the piece, and also what you're going to do with it, and also what New Century can do. So I know that this is going to be spectacularly fun, really.